Well, we're finally settled down. We'll get the other tarp up, Stuart, put his up there. We're going to sit under there, his tent for tonight. We fixed mine out from earlier. It was a quick makeshift to get the gear under. So we've straightened it out, made some DIY adjustments with the available cords and whatever we could get around the trees. The banshee's at the back, but see, being under that tarp now with that fire, I'm seriously tempted to put out those cheap Poundland ground sheets I've got there and actually just have it with a sleeping bag on tonight. I'm really tempted. But food's on the way soon when we're done, but see, just to finally get the hard work done with the wood, that's going to keep going with the hot embers now. We'll get some extra before dark. Pan and grill's at the ready, food's ready, all for cooking when we want. Yeah, but looking good. I haven't been under the tarp in at least a year, I think, and I've been really missing the woods.
You can't beat that sound, can't you, Mark? See when you're under a tarp and you hear that kind of stuff.
Yeah, let's get under and see. So the rucksack will just be sitting here.
That sound is the best sound ever.
This is the view.
Oh, look, the crackling of the fire. As my wife says, living the dream.
Living the dream. Yeah, what a view. I've been doing the odd wild camp. I was at Loch Doon a few weeks ago, you saw my video already. And I've been really missing the woods. Took a step out of work after the shift there last week, and it was the week where we're starting to see the drop in, feel the drop in temperature. And straight away it was like a memory, knowing that crisp feeling, the coldness and winter's coming. Autumn leaves all week have just came out of nowhere. The ground's covered in them, and it's just getting that passion to get back in the woods. And that's why I was saying to Stuart here is I want to get in the woods. I've done something hills, I've done the loch shores, I need the woods. It brings its own serenity, its own peace, its comfort, it's just brilliant. And as soon as I sat under this tarp once we fixed it, it's like I just want to sleep in the woods. I think I'm just going to leave the banshee there and sleep in here tonight. I'm really liking it. Really liking it. It might be a bit uncomfortable on the grass, but hey, we're camping. Yeah, we're going to get settled, get some nice atmosphere now with the videos, so stay tuned with us guys. Sit back and relax and enjoy, because we are.
See when people are into prepping, right? I've never really been into prepping, so like I've watched like Funky Prepper, right? And who the else would you call? I don't know if I'd call Armoured Cockroach a prepper, but I think he's in the prepping community, isn't he? Right? So I'd put Armoured Cockroach into him. I could watch him, but like, see when you were saying about the bugger, what would you say that was? Like,
Well, the thing with prepper, it just means you're prepared. So what you prepared for. And when I started getting into the YouTube videos, it was guys like Cockroach, Funky Prepper, Mine Wiseman, amongst others.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Pete. I forgot about Pete. Yeah, I do like Pete.
I like him.
Pete with Mine Wiseman.
But to me, YouTube became an escape to the world for me at a time when I really was dealing with depression and stuff. And I started watching these guys because my way growing up as a boy was always in the woods. And this is when I'm like, well, what's a prepper? So these guys are like, I'm prepping because of World War III. I'm prepping because of, look at all these riots, there's going to be an economic collapse. I'm prepping for this or that, whatever the reasons are. So people have got a reason to be a prepper. I personally see it all coming in one. And so when I saw these guys doing what they're doing, Funky Prepper, I watched quite a few of. He seemed to be doing great with the views. So I was like, I'm going to start doing the videos, and that's where I get the name Prophecy Prepper, because it was what meant to me to be a prepper, but at the same time a little bit of smart thing in with the YouTube side. So that's that. But bugging out is just another thing, like for a prepper to be ready when it all happens. Yeah, the first thing you notice is I've got a lot of stockpile of stuff, a lot of stockpile of food that can last a long time, water, rations. Some of these guys in America, I've not got that much, but these guys in America, that TV series Doomsday Preppers, I mean, they're spending at least hundreds of thousands in this company to get reinforced steel bunkers made underground.
I've seen them, yeah.
And like,
I've watched them.
But you start fantasising if you win the lottery. See if I win the lottery and I've got enough money, I'll do something like that.
You do. See when you see, I've seen people like got shipping containers and they've put them in the ground.
Aye.
And then they've put like a bunker. They're like a cool little run.
Definitely. But bugging out basically is like you've got so much gear, and if it's a case of like if you're in an area like say like the riots happened there a few years back down in England in the cities, if you were living in that area and it's completely economic collapse, there's martial law in place, but you might want to get out of there, or if there's a foreign army invading and they're landing in where you're at, you'd be getting everything you can that's already prepped and ready in your vehicle and away to a place where it's away from it, and wait it out. And the more things you've got, the more food and things, the more bushcraft skills, etc., tools, then the longer you can live in the land. So that's kind of like bugging out with that prepared mind, prepared equipment, and going for it.
You say we were to come here, right? We bet we were fed, right? What would you do? Would you catch like rabbits and deer and you meet snails and all that kind of thing, right?
I've got the book in the house, so
bring the book.
I'll bin my bug out bag. No, but that's videos I do want to do. I want to get into. I mean, looking at this tree right now, is it the pine? See the pine resin?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not just good for quick.
There is. See, there's like. See, when you're saying about prepping, I've actually forgot about a guy. His name's Rambo.
That used to be my nickname.
No, then his mate lives up in Scotland. Is it Maiku or something? And they do like traps and how to catch rabbits and deadfalls and all this kind of thing. Yeah. I've watched them, but it's not really my kind of thing into prepping. But
I mean, I can fish, no bother. I've got the fishing gear. I've never hunted rabbit. I think some people. I've never liked the idea of killing any animal, especially for fun or sport. But survival, definitely.
I've been rabbit hunting. My papa used to take me rabbit hunting. And he would have rabbit stew.
Oh, they definitely eat it when you kill it.
I've had pheasant and all that kind of thing. That's nice.
Yeah. And deer. And poultry.
I did a bit of deer. Yeah, a bit of venison. I'm hungry.
Yeah, let's go hunting Bambi.
Yeah.
No, but for me it's just something I've loved, is that connection with being in the woods, man. Grew up with it.
Oh yes. Oh.
Brilliant.
Me and my friend were always in the woods. We're always having little fires. Can't beat it, can you not?
Yeah. But if you ask me, am I a prepper? I would need to say I'm not a strict 100% professional or advocate type, but am I prepared for thinking something's going to happen? Definitely. I get enough things to maybe make a shelter and know how to make a fire.
Well, yeah, I know how to do all that kind of stuff, so that could mean I'm a prepper, couldn't it? But to me, I would put that under as bushcraft. How to come out here.
Yeah, so being the skills in bushcraft, you're basically preparing for a real survival situation. Imagine you didn't have your tarp.
I know.
You didn't have
yeah.
the saw to get the wood.
See,
you
that's
didn't have like any kind of kindling or any type of flint steel or lighters or even your Vaseline with cotton balls or petrol canister, whatever. Just imagine it was just wood. And you're back to the. I mean, it's going to. We'll never do that unless
you ever done a bow drill, Mark?
No, yeah, no.
Well, I tried
but
it.
I want to do a series.
I tried it, right? No joke, right? I tried it, but I done it in the kitchen, right? I got an ember. I couldn't get the thing to actually. That was about 2 years ago. I can do everything else.
Maybe you need a bit more air.
I was. But yeah, I need to try it again. But that was 2 years ago. Yeah. But yeah, I seen this on a Facebook group, right? Somebody says that people are into bushcraft, they buy too much gear. They do, don't they? People are. I know we've got the tarps and all that kind of thing, we're taking it out, but you do know how to build shelters and all these kind of things, don't you? I've got videos on it, how to build a shelter and how to do this kind of thing. I've done all that, but I like to come out and bring your tarp, don't you, as well?
I think when it comes to having too much, if it's anything to do with food, shelter, or fire, anything to make it or whatever, you can never have enough because you never know how much you're never going to need in the worst case scenario. But if it's the case of like you've got like half a dozen tents or
I know it was just some
12 axes,
some person I seen saying it.
Maybe
it's all about you've got to have the expensive axe, you've got to have the halibut tent, you've got to have the expensive hammock. You've got to have that, and you've got to have this, and
don't get me wrong. I've got some things that are a bit more of a credible name, like the Rab down jacket or something. I've got a good Osprey rucksack, which I can definitely see the difference in the price as well as the fuel.
Oh yeah.
But there's other things I would definitely say it doesn't have to be the top-notch price. But at the same time, I've learnt the hard way, like those boots in the West Highland way. That was a fault with Vibram, so right enough for the high-tech boots, but you do pay for what you get. You get what you pay for anyway when it comes to certain things. This is what it comes back to. Civilization, how to be that growth and being civilized. What's good, what's enjoyment. Working together for the greater good. And if it takes us back to basics and that's where we need to go, are we ready? No, but I think folks, my channel has becoming a little bit just on the wild camp, which isn't going to go anywhere anytime soon. But I keep smacking myself and saying, come on. I mean, I'm looking about here, all this pine resin, maybe collect some for the way home. I need to start getting things like that. I want to start practicing and learning bushcraft skills, get the videos to back them up for you all. I want to get back in. I mean, there's no point in saying you need to go to the hills with all your gear and bugging out if you can't get yourself up a hill. So fitness, we need to get fit, we need to get healthy as best we can. So all these things come in together. I'm a bit an action man at heart. I love nature. I'm easy to go in with, but I'm bringing everything into the channel, guys. It's going to be more than just a wild camp with my tent. I want to get into the woods. Winter camp's coming, autumn's coming. I want to just get more wood stuff. I want to start getting back into this bushcraft mind and maybe even see what we can get the stock. The reason I don't see myself as a out prepper with a year's worth of food in my house, why? Well, for one, I can't afford it. That is the main reason it comes down to. So the second option is some of these documentaries that have been made for TV programmes is how other people get about that. So there's but it's just circumstances of where I'm living and financial side. So what am I left with? The things I have, the things I can get, and the knowledge up here. And this is where we practice it. I was in Aldi's recently, folks, getting a few things, and I saw the new cool bags. Apart from it actually being cool, it is a cool bag. Man food, it says, with a wee caveman. I'm absolutely loving it. What do you think?
Lovely.
Man food, caveman.
Lovely. Can't beat it. Can't beat this, can't you not, guys? Just being in the woods, little fire, cooking my dinner,
So if you've ever watched the Barbecue Pit Boys, I haven't watched them in a good while, but I always remember one of the kind of recipes they gave. It's a good steak. We get a ribeye steak in there. Worcester, oh smell that, whoa! Worcester, soya, and I've got obviously the salt and pepper, spicy paprika, garlic, and I think it was seasonal, one of the spices, and it smells absolutely great. So that's going over the coals, and then I'll get the rice in the pan, stir fry it. I'll just get it here, you think, yeah? That one at the way. And plus the smoke for this is going to make it great. Actually, I'm going to use this juice actually for something for the rice. Add some of that on.
What time is it?
Smell that. Lovely. You get it for that? It's on mad. Oh, that smoke on it and all.
I should have marinated mine.
Usually microwave this, but it does say you can get it.
Yeah, I've never tried it myself, to be honest.
But gotta make do. Grenade protein bar. You ever into the gym, guys, you need that wee extra kick with a protein, something quick as a snack. Try them, they're brilliant.
But yeah, it's full of carbs. Look, he's probably going to edit this out, but
you need your energy.
It's full of carbs. I'm trying to lose weight, so
I'm
trying to cut the carbs out.
You forget he's discussing it with a former nutrition student.
Yeah, I know, but
it's a different type. There's all different types of carbs.
I've lost 5 pounds in the last week, Mark, just from cutting carbs out. So I'll just stick to.
Oh, you'll get it going, man. You'll get it going. You 2.5 stone, you know?
2.5 stone up to now. Yeah.
Yeah, done well, mate.
Might find a yeti. Help!
I forgot I've got my ration stuff in all. Sort it. This stuff seems to just come with me everywhere.
I've got my cutlery. No? He's forgot his jacket, he's forgot his waterproofs, he's forgot his cutlery.
He rushed me.
He rushed him. I didn't pack till this morning. I packed and then, when did I pack?
Yeah, but you're going to set a bad
No,
here.
I'm lying here. I packed last night. It was Mark that packed this morning.
Beautiful marinated ribeye steak in with the rice, nice and warm. Looks like I'm going back to proper caveman times with my hands. The sun is shining, breaking through the woods. I really like sleeping under my tarp. I was so hot I had to take my jacket off anyway. But no complaints except for one thing, and I was on the biggest lump ever. If I tossed and turned, I was sliding off, so it was either on my right side or on my flat my back for a little bit. But yeah, not the best sleep. I had the wackiest dreams. I always get wacky dreams when I'm a girl. The sun's breaking through, it looks a beautiful day. Time to get up. So this is how I set up the bed last night, folks. I had my sleeping bag, the DD hammock under blanket, the self-inflating mat, and one of the ground sheets. No cold spots. In fact, it was too hot, I had to take my jacket off. But only complaint was the lumpiness. I was on a ridge, basically a small ridge, and my body was wider than it, so a couple of times I turned to the left, I slid down, or vice versa, so I was either on one side or on my back, so a lot of broken sleep. It was still a good night, first experience under the tarp in the woods, it was great. It's definitely something I'll be doing a lot more often. It's a beautiful morning, which is great. No need for the tent at all, it's just stayed there the whole time. Only reason being, as you saw at the beginning of the video, the rain was horrendous all day yesterday and the tarp wasn't set up. Great, I just got something up, but not having any waterproofs was the reason I got the tent up fast, in case I thought I couldn't do much with the tarp. However, it's turned out well in the end, couldn't have been better. It's a good day for packing. A little wander, see what happens. But yeah, great experience. There's something just great about the woods. Love it. Right folks, that's us packed up. Leaving no trace. Obviously the fire pit was there, only thing that's new is the ash. But it's been out since last night, so no worries there. So we're the tarp and orange tent wear of Stuart's. I'm on the spot where I was lying. I'll show you just now. That bit of green right there in the centre. Look at the holes and lumps. Now you can understand. But yeah, never here. Tarp's gone, tent's gone. Time to get going. Now, there's people obviously using this quite a bit. Picked up some empty beer cans along the way. But, one minute the weather's looking promising, another minute it's looking as if it's going to be a repeat of yesterday with the rain. So we're in two minds whether to take a walk to the bothy. What's the bothy called, Stuart? Tunskey Bothy.
It's only like a 4-mile walk, so it's just a little walk.
Only 4 miles, just a
to stretch the legs, you know. Get the heart going.
This is it. So see what happens when we get on the trail then.
That's 4 miles there, 4 miles back, so technically it's an 8-mile walk really, isn't it? But
I never thought of that.
I don't know, not going there. The feet are a bit so.
Oh, my back's killing me. Solid as a rock after that.